Good morning and welcome to day 52 of walking from Mexico to Canada along the Pacific Crest Trail. My name is Prime and I'm walking 2,650 miles to raise money for Combat Stress, a charity that helps out our military veterans. Last night had a great night with a campfire. It was brilliant, got some video editing done, chilled out with a cappuccino, so it was a good night. It's just a shame that the sleep wasn't as good because my Big Agnes Rapide still has a leak in it somewhere. I spent a load of time last night trying to find it. Couldn't find the leak, so once I get into town I'll hopefully try and figure out where that leak is and patch it up, because today is town day. I have 2.5 miles of the PCT to walk, then I break off, head over Bishop Pass and head to a trailhead. Now I should have a lot easier time trying to get a hitch here because it'll be much earlier, and if I can't get a hitch there is a hotel just further down which I can use to try and call for a ride. So I'm looking forward to getting to Bishop. It's a good town, hopefully it should be a productive zero once I get there. But time to get back on the trail, so let's roll out. Wouldn't like to river cross this one. Love it when they put bridges in. That's cool. That's a lot of snow melt. Amazing bridge. So now at the junction for Bishop Pass. It's 6 miles ahead. So to get to the trailhead I just have under 12 miles to get there. I've got 3,451 feet of elevation to gain and 2,359 descent. It's going to be tough, but I need to get to Bishop. Let's get it done. So this here was blocking the trail. I have moved it, so everyone behind me can thank me. Not sure why other people in front couldn't move it. It was nice and easy. Bit of trail maintenance, people. That's all it takes. Looks like I've river crossing to get across. I'm going to take my time and work out the best way to get across this. Pleased to report I got through that. There's a little bit but it was really rough. I had to just get past it. I'm hoping it's not like that when I get back this way, but it more likely will be. I've got all this to pick my way through as well now, before even getting near the pass. It looks like I'm having 3 really crappy days in a row. Finally arrived at Bishop's Pass. Just under 5.5 hours, 9 miles later, I finally reached the summit. That was incredibly hard. And I think I'm going to have snowfields going down as well. So there's no fun here. At least when I get to town, I get town food and a real bed. It's the only thing that's keeping me going. This is a tough resupply, it really is. So right now I'm not very happy. I've just tried to cross the snowfield from the summit, try and get down, and my foot just got locked in the ice. I had to dig my way out for ages. I'm not coming back up this way. This is horrific. I've still got snow to get across, try and get to rocks, but I'm going to take it nice and easy. If it means crawling my hands and knees, dragging my pack, that's what I'm going to do. This is really unsafe up in Bishop. It's horrific. The snow is melting far too fast and it's taking us too long to get here. Right, let's try and get down. That took a lifetime to get through safely. That was a nightmare. I used everything I had to get down here on the good ground. Oh my god. I am not coming back up this. Highly recommend people just stay away from Bishop Pass. It's snow drifts everywhere. Snow's too deep and the sun's too hot to keep it icy. Right, I'm going to get on solid ground and get the hell down to town. Finally reached solid ground. I'm now going to start heading towards the car park. A little later than I was planning because that really slowed me down. That was horrific. So much snow drifts, you didn't know if you were going to snow drift up to your neck. It was scary, it really was. But I pulled through, thought it through, systematically moved my way down till I got here. Sometimes you just got to think your way out of a problem and not panic. But I can tell you, there was a few times where I thought, I'm just going to sit on this rock and hit my SOS. That's how bad it got. That is just what some of it looked like. It's incredibly steep. Back on solid ground though, feet are freezing wet. So I need to try and get this over 7 miles to get to trailhead. See if I can get into town. I need warmed up. Still about 2.5 miles away from the car park, still above 10,000 feet. This is the stuff I'm still contending with. It's everywhere. You get, look, a little bit of trail, and then it's all this. A little bit of trail, tons of this. Look at the trail, tons of this. This is the worst day I've had, it really is. I've never wanted to quit the trail so much as I have today. So close to pull the pin, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep pushing on, keep post-holing, keep fighting, get to the car park, and you know what I'm going to reward myself with? 2 0 days. Yep, 2 0 days, I'm having it. I need the time off. The Sierras, getting off the Bishop Pass was horrific. It's worse than any of the passes I've actually done. Right, let's get back moving again. One of the worst things about this trail is it doesn't let you get below the snow level, like at all. I was up at 11,000 for ages, traipsing through snow after I finally made it off the pass. Now, I'm still at 10,700 and I'm still no closer to getting below that. But it just keeps you at the perfect altitude, so you have to traipse the snow continuously. It gives you a bit of dry patch and then straight back to snow, and you never ever seem to descend. That's the frustrating bit. At least if you were descending, you would know that eventually I'd be out the snow, but it doesn't do that. It just keeps you, it'll hold you above 10,000, probably to the last minute, just before the trailhead. So the trailhead is just below 10,000. Really want this day to be over. About a mile away from the trailhead now. I'm still above 10,000, I'm at 10,400. Luckily, I think I'm below the snow line now. I haven't seen any for a few minutes, but that doesn't mean the trail's not got a big pile waiting for me, because that's what seems to be happening. But it's nice to have it's nice to have a good trail. I doubt there's going to be any cars in the car park, but supposedly you can get a lift from the hotel that's further down. So Got a bit extra distance to do. I'm really tired. I need to get to town. I need to find a hotel, get these wet socks off, and find some place to get some food. Got a lot of stuff I want to do in town, and there's no way I can do it with just 1-0 and rest myself as well. So as much as it pains me, I'm going to have 2 zeros. And then I'm also going to have to skip a 20-mile section of the trail just so I can get back in. Bishop Pass, there's no way I'm getting across that. This was only supposed to be about a 13-mile day, and I'm still walking, and it's after 5 o'clock. So it looks like I'll have a hotel room for 3 nights. So at least I can rest, recuperate, deal with all my cuts and scrapes in my legs, sort myself out, and then get back on trail. I mean, even though I'm missing a 20-mile section, I think I've more than made up for it with the walk out here and then the walk back in on the other trail. So yeah, I think I've definitely made up the distance. Got to the trailhead, missed a vehicle leaving. Fun enough, it was a red pickup truck. Must be a curse. So a few people just arriving, wanting their dogs. I'm going to head down to the hotel. I'm not going to hang around, it's getting cold. So, don't know how far the walk is, because far it's not very good at roads. But I'll walk, see what I see. Well, I've got to the resort and it's closed. There's a few cars. There's a car down here, hold on. I'll go and see if I can get some help. So I've made it to Bishop. The resort did have people in there that were sorting stuff out. So one of the girls, Kathy, she drove me down here with her dog and dropped me off. So now the main street, I'm going to check out some hotels, see what I can get, and then I need to find something to eat. Got my room, a little bit expensive, but you know what, I don't have much of a choice. Most places, offices were shut. Right, I'm going to go get food. I am absolutely starving. I think there's a place across the street. So I'm going to go there and then I can chill out on the couch. I'm going to close the video up here. I've had a bath and everything, sorted myself out. I'm in the hotel room. It's really good. A little bit pricier than I was hoping, but it's good. There's breakfast served as well, so I'm going to try and get to that. And I was speaking to my previous group on WhatsApp, and Mohammed was saying they're actually in Independence and they're all coming here tomorrow, so I'll get to meet the gang tomorrow, which is really good. But today was not a good day. It was very tough, very dangerous. I had to use every single skill I had just to get down, and the snow persisted all the way down to past 10,000 feet, which was really annoying, and also got stuck at 11,000 and 10,000 for ages. I didn't seem to drop in elevation until near the end. But let's have a look at how my day went. I did over 15 miles, which is absolutely pathetic considering I was hiking the entire day up to like after 6 o'clock. But that's what it's like when you're in the snow, and because it's so hot so fast, you're post-holing before you know it. But we got through it, and let's have a look at elevation. So my elevation for today was 4,547, and my descent 2,953. So another big day. Obviously I can't go back that way, so there is the other entrance, so I need to find out what the conditions are like for that. Unfortunately I do miss 20 miles of the PCT, but it is only 20 miles, and I do kind of make up the distance with the long walks in and the long walks out. Once I'm back in these areas, it should be a little bit easier to resupply. I think these are the two major difficult ones for Independence and Bishop. But I'm going to be here for another 2 days, so that gives me time to sort out packages, sort myself out, and rest and recuperate and get back into the Sierras. I'll see you tomorrow for another day on the PCT. Good morning and welcome to day 53 of walking from Mexico to Canada along the Pacific Crest Trail. I am in Bishop today. Mohammed and the guys have arrived down the town, so I'm going to go and meet them. But I had breakfast in the hotel and they actually had proper tea bags. I need to get my stuff washed, and I also need to try and figure a way back on the PCT. There's a couple of routes, I'm just trying to find out which one's the best. One of them's a Blue Blaze, but it's over 17 mile long, so it's got a lot of elevation, but there's another trail I might try and get as well. So let's get the day rolling. So this is where I'm staying, not a bad wee setup. A lot of the places, the receptions were shut, so this one had a kind of virtual reception. The guy was on Skype call, so he was able to sort you out. So that helped. Got a gas station for stuff if I need. There's a restaurant down the road. Not a bad little setup. Just heading down to meet the guys now, down the town. So Bishop's a good little town. It's got lots of different stores, motels, gas stations, McDonald's, lots of different things. There's even a cinema down the road as well, so there's a lot here. I'm going to head to the outdoor stores and see what they've got. Just met Mohammed and some of the guys. They are staying here for a day, so I'll head over to their place later on. I think they're going to make dinner rather than going out for dinner. They're going to have a rest in the park now because their accommodation isn't ready. I'm going to take the opportunity to go and have a look at the outdoor stores and see what they've got. But it's nice to see them again. They've done well, and hopefully at some point I'll see them again on the trail. So this is one of the outdoor stores here. Loads of stuff. Backpacks, hiker meals, rock climbing gear, everything here. You've even got the replacement tips, good price as well. Yeah. Not too bad. So that's the outdoor store here. There's quite a few. I'm going to head to Family Dollar, see if I can get a new tripod. Now there's something you don't expect to see in America. British phone booth. This must be like a little British coffee shop or something. That's quite cool. So today was a chill day, just having a look around town, checking things out. I'm going to go down the town tomorrow and I'm going to start buying all my stuff. And I was also trying to find another route back up, but I think I've found one now. I just need to get a lift back on trail. But tonight's entertainment is a bit of TV, see what movies there is. I watched a bit on the History Channel now. And for dinner, a Domino's pizza. Leave it for tonight, and I'll see you all in the morning for another day on the PCT. Good morning and welcome to day 54 of walking from Mexico to Canada along the Pacific Crest Trail. Right now I am still in Bishop. This is my last day, so I've got a few things to sort out. I've got to get my resupply for going back into the trail, and I've got to go to the outdoor stores and get some bits and bobs that I need. I need to try and get a new mount for my GoPro, and I'm going to go to the hiker hostel, see what their hiker boxes are like, see if I can get some gas there to refill mine. Otherwise I'll have to buy a new one. But it's sad to say that today will be the last day in town. I am getting back on trail. So I've got a long trail in, but it's about 17 miles, but it's the best way I've got to get back in. I've seen some satellite images of the snow from the 10th, and there is some heading up to the pass, but hopefully, because it's been quite a few days, a lot of that's melted, and the snow is pretty early in the trail. After the pass, the snow recedes and are much lower, so it'll be much easier than my previous attempt to get from the trail back to the town. I'll put the name of the pass because I can't pronounce it. Pinto, Putti, maybe Putti Pass. So I'm expecting that'll take me a full day to get through there. I have sorted out a hitch, so that's all sorted, but time to get downtown and get some stuff sorted. So I'm at the hiker hostel here, some good facilities. I'm just out the back now. So you've got rent-a-bikes here and good sitting areas. Just gonna pop in here, have a look at the hiker box has got. There you got couches, nice rest areas and stuff. Yeah, there's even places if you want to do your weights. Oh, massive. Alright, I won't get you in camera, don't worry. There's even a TV and stuff. Good facilities. So here's their hiker box area. So you get shoes if you need them. There's a foam pad. There's a backpack, a hat. Oh look, there's an osprey. Looks a bit hammered. Got plenty of gas bottles. So if you need refilled you can. Yeah, it's a cool little chilled room. Yeah, so they've got a good wee chill out area. I'll see if I can have a look inside as well, let you see the inside. There's some more bikes here, in various different rooms and stuff. Laundrette and all the rest of it. Yeah, good little spot. These are loaner bikes that you can borrow and go downtown. And here's what some of the rooms look like. Oh, cool setup. Right, let's continue on with my day. So the Hiker Hostel is a good place. They are a bit funny if you're not a guest, but I just wanted to go in and kind of get it filmed so I can get it on camera, so anyone that hasn't seen it, because I know about the Hiker Hostel, but I've never actually seen it on camera, so I think it was good for that. You're just popping in for a visit. They are a little bit funny, just be aware of that. They obviously just want the hiker guests to be in there rather than just randoms to turn up. If you get in there, you need a place to stay. It's a good place to stay. This is the gear exchange. There's a load of good stuff in here, like stuff that people have sold and you can buy at a decent price, and there's also brand new stuff as well, and hiker food, gear, all the rest of it. It's all good. Just went into McDonald's for lunch and a couple came over to me and asked me if I was Prime. They've been watching my YouTube videos and they asked if I could buy lunch, so that was really nice. So I spoke to them for a little bit. So thank you again for lunch. It means a lot and it's nice to meet people, and also it's really nice to meet you, and I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. So now I'm just going to head down. I'm looking at a few more of the gear shops. I would like to try and find a screen protector for my Phoenix. The one I have is quite badly damaged. It's still workable and it'll still protect the actual screen, but I'm just seeing if anyone's got any screen protectors. And then I'm going to go down to one of the big grocery outlets and get my resupply for going back into the Sierras. So I'll come to the grocery outlet. Apparently it's quite good for prices, so I'm going to have a look and see what they've got and get myself resupplied. Just outside of town, not a bad walk, it's not too far, especially for us hikers. I like what I've just found. Cool. So they had most of what I needed. There's just a few things they didn't have, and a lot of stuff you had to buy in bulk, so it worked out well because I wanted quite a few packets of ramen. So they were in packets of 6. So I got 2 chicken and 2 beef. I'm going to head to the other grocery store and see if they've got the stuff they didn't have, like hot chocolates and drinks. They had teas and coffees and stuff, but nothing that I could really have on the trail. So I'm going to nip to the next one and see what they're like. This is the other big retail store here. So I'm going to go and see if they've got the last of what I need. They even have some backpacker meals here as well if you want them. I think at the 2 stores that I went to, that's probably got the better variety, so I would go there first, and it's a little bit closer to town than the other one I went to. So, get everything I need. I'm going to head back to the hotel, start sorting my kit out. I've got a pad to repair before heading back into the field tomorrow, but also a cup of tea's calling as well, so. So I'm just in the post office. They were very helpful, asked a few questions, and they've got the boxes here if you need them for your resupply. I was planning to do my Oregon resupplies here and get them shipped off. However, a lot of the places might not be open because they're resorts, so I'm not taking the chance of sending a parcel to a place where it's just not opened yet. I know the places that I want to send parcels to, and I will do that. Right now, just heading back to the hotel, get a nice cup of tea, chill out, and start sorting out my resupply. So So this is my 6-day resupply. So I'm taking an extra day than I normally would, just because it's going to take me an entire day to get through that 17 miles. So I think it's much easier just throwing on an extra day's meal. Got my snacks, got my breakfast bars. I've also thrown in some wraps because I'm starting to get more hungry as I'm losing more weight. More sweets, hot chocolate drinks. So now I'm going to go and stick all this into my bear can and start packing everything up. Yeah, that's me got 6 days worth of food. So I'm just finishing packing everything up, had my dinner, and I'm going to jump in and have a bath before going to bed. It's been a good stay. It's been longer than I was expecting to stay here, but I needed the rest after coming off the trail. I am looking forward to getting back on tomorrow, and a little bit apprehensive. I'm not sure how much snow is going to be on the pass that I'm going up, and hopefully it's fine compared to Bishop Pass, but I'll only know that once I get on the ground. 17 miles, so it's more likely going to take me the entire day to get back on trail, but that's fine. I've got enough food for that. If you like the content, please like, share and subscribe, and above all else, help out combat stress, and I'll see you in the morning back on trail.